Big wave. Enough room?
Big wave.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Castillo de San Marcos National Monument, part of your National Park Service, and our weapons firing program for you today. Before we get started with it, there are a few safety guidelines I have to go over, not only for your safety, but the preservation of our fortress as well. We simply ask all of you to help us preserve this fort while you're with us today by not climbing, sitting, or standing on any of its cannons, cannon carriages, or the fragile shellstone walls of the building itself. It may have been very resilient against cannon fire over the years, but the past 100 or so years of tourism has done more damage to these walls than any years of combat have ever experienced. And during our demonstration here today, we ask all of you to stay on your side of that white line painted on the floor until we say our cannon is safe at the end of the drill. After we say the cannon is safe, you're welcome to cross that line, ask questions, and take pictures. Please just wait till we say this cannon is safe at the end of the drill. When our cannon is fired, it will be very loud. If you have any small children with you, please make sure they cover their ears or cover their ears for them when the time comes. For those of you that already have your ears covered, I can assure you the gun won't make a sound while I'm talking to you. There's plenty of advance notice. I can't speak for the parade over there. They might fire a gun here and there in a few minutes, but there's one. We will tell you before we fire ours. And ladies and gentlemen, the cannon we're about to fire for you today, that cannon is actually historically known as a 6-pounder iron gun. Can anyone venture a guess as to what kind of ball it shot?
6-pound iron ball.
A 6-pound ball. Not always iron, but it was always a 6-pound ball. The ball is the size of a baseball. Most of the time it was made out of solid iron, and being that if it had an iron ball, this cannon could launch that iron ball about as far away as you see our lighthouse. A mile and a half away downrange. But as you explore this fort, you'll notice much larger guns here. This building was designed for much larger guns than our 6-pounders. 16, 18, and 24-pounders pointing out the wall on the south side, 32-pounder down there at the seawall. Those cannons can throw their shots anywhere from 2 to even 3 miles downrange. Can you hit a target at 2 to 3 miles accurately? Not usually, but these guns are capable of launching a ball that far, and the closer the enemy gets to this place, the more accurate and the more destructive these weapons become. This building was designed as a defense. It was not designed to attack and hurt somebody. It was designed to stay in control as long as humanly possible. And the walls of this place are designed and made to be shot at. So the soldiers here are not really all that worried about enemy gunfire hitting the building. What they're concerned about is how close can the enemy get. If the enemy gets close enough, if they can build the trenches to hide themselves, then their guns might break through the walls. Your goal here is to push the enemy back so your supplies can get in, your communication can get out, and the enemy gunfire is not good enough to break the walls down. And when it comes to firing your own weapons, cannon crews were trained to fire these weapons fast and effective. But when you're in a fort setting, you have to slow down a bit. The longest you can last is dependent on your supplies. If you rapid fire these guns today, you don't have anything to shoot with tomorrow. This building was designed to hold on for a very long time and occasionally fire a shot to intimidate and scare the attacker by saying, look, we still have gunpowder, we still have cannonballs, and we are still ready to fight. Well-trained cannon crew, 45 seconds between shots. Fortress cannon crew, this building had a firing rate for 15 minutes between shots. And the reason was, the supply storage capacity of this place allowed this place to stay in control for 60 days on its own before it needed help. It took 10 days just to get down to Havana, Cuba from here. That's where the help came from. So 2 months on your own and 15 minutes between shots out of each cannon, 44 cannons doing that job, this building could hold on. The longest attack in this fort's history actually lasted 51 days. Cutting it pretty close, supplies made it up here, reinforcements made it in, and this building, in its history, has never surrendered to its attacker. Every transfer was done by a peaceful talk or treaty, and the procedure we're about to show you is one of the things that helped this place survive as long as it did. But one thing to think about as you watch this drill, it'll take a few minutes to get this shot fired. Am I doing the 15-minute firing drill that I just described to you? No, we shortened it for your benefit today. But imagine hearing guns going off all over this place. This one would be fired, one over there would be cleaned, another one somewhere else would be loaded, while another one was being fired. So essentially, imagine hearing guns going off the entire time you watch this one being prepared today. And ladies and gentlemen, we are all dressed as the Spanish soldiers that once lived and worked out here. I myself am a park staff member. The rest you see are volunteers. This program would not be possible if it wasn't for them. So please give them a hand for coming out today.
Yay!
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope you enjoy this presentation, and thank you all for visiting with us today.
You see that stripy thing? You see that stripy thing? That stripy thing.
Manos, forma una línea.
Fuego, fuego.
Manada.
Adelante, no cañón. Preparency para el ejercicio. Bendigo Santa Barbara. Get your monkey char, no cañón. Regados can't see us, stuck Cargardo. Return like a jar. Interrola nada, each up and off a door. Pass it on nada, no cañón. Turn a Suligar. Up front to the Tagador, revolver. Interline El Cañón. Attack it. El Tagador, Suligar. Dominos Suspects. Desvangio Panera Batteria El Cañón. Cañón and Batteria. Desvangio para la Punteria. A Punta. Species a Suligar. Seaman, y Cuban Alpha Goat. Tomen about a fuego. About a fuego, no que Dios. Alto y sopla la derecha.
Cover your ears!
Fuego. Llamar a fuego a su lugar. Tomen los cannonneers. Despague a sacar el cañón de la batería. Great flare de batería. Alto. Paraquedas a su lugar. Entering outside the trouble, Snell Canyon. Passing outside the trouble, Snell Canyon. Return outside the trouble. Enter Lilladonna, y tapping off a goat. Pass the Lilladonna and El Cañon.
Can I do it again?
Turn a su lugar. Forma una línea. Bien, sí, muy bien.
Hey!